Okay, well, sorry for the late start tonight, guys.
Life is shit. We understand.
Yeah, well,
It happens.
been today has been a very interesting and stressful day. Um, we may need to be replacing about 80 to 90% of our kitchen.
Ooh.
So,
Whoa. What did you do?
absolutely
You put
nothing.
tinfoil in a microwave?
What?
No, we have water leaking from somewhere in the kitchen. We don't know
Oh.
where. And the water is turned off in the kitchen and it's still leaking from somewhere.
Chase?
And
I
we
mean,
don't know where from.
Sorry, Rip.
You're fine.
Do you have a red room?
Nope. No. I don't believe so.
Okay. Just curious.
It's just one of the I don't know what was going on. Everything was fine with it until today. We knew we had a little bit of a drip underneath the kitchen sink, but that's kind of expected whenever you have to run the garbage disposal and stuff a lot because you only run it every a couple times a week. I was just really concerned.
Disposal broken, so
it's not. I don't think it's that. I think it's the water filter that's also on the sink. I think that is just going kaput.
yeah, my disposal and my dishwasher are backing up into each other. So whenever my dishwasher's on, it's sending the water into the sink. And then whenever the sink's on, it's sending the water into the dishwasher when it drains.
Yeah. Ew. Anyway.
Yeah.
That is neither here nor there. That is that is something completely different. I will stress and worry about that in my own time. So, in the meantime, we're gonna get distracted with some D&Ds.
Happy Friday the 13th, everyone.
That's just one.
Happy Friday the 13th of 2020.
Oh God!
Where's
really
the
hope
second or
that's
third one?
Friday the 13th. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I really hope that that's not a sign for how tonight's gonna go.
Hey, at least it's not a full moon
Anymore.
for this one.
Let me see. Let me roll a d20, see what happens.
I mean, isn't a no moon almost as bad?
Okay, I'm fine.
There's still a moon up there. There's barely light coming off it, but it's still there.
Oof.
At least over here.
Sometimes at night, I used to look up at the moon and I wondered, what are the Hive doing up there?
All right. So real quick, since we are doing a new thing with recaps. Who wants to do it this week? I believe Katya, you did it last week, so you are ineligible this week.
Aw, darn.
You want to know my recap? We did shit. Bullshit happened.
True.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I was hoping for something a little more detailed.
Doors were knocked in and we hit stuff.
You killed a couple demon things. Read a weird book. Alright.
Did some shopping.
I mean, that's kind of
did some shopping. Slept.
Alright.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, yeah, so very quick recap and the gist of it. You guys walked into this the room that you guys had ended in beforehand that had this rock and pictogram thing, and Cardin threw blood on it. A fight ensued. You guys won, and then you guys read a mysterious journal. After you read this journal, you guys left. did some shopping, did some bar shenanigans. Valinar bought a bunch of healing potions and stuff. Dinoc also don't forget. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say in the morning I gave Cardin and John each a healing potion.
Okay. So you two need to go ahead and document that as well. Each of you guys have a regular healing potion.
I just wanted to mention that before I forgot.
Yes. Also, Dinoc, you and Katya basically split a bag of holding. I went ahead and did the math for your total and stuff. If you were okay with that, if not, that is something that we can kind of redact. But
I'm perfectly fine.
okay, cool. And then you guys slept, and then you guys were given the next morning. So, with that, it is the next morning, and what would you guys like to do? You guys do know that Torben, or Ralp, is potentially heading towards the Oracle.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have breakfast. That is the most important meal of the day.
Well, apparently we're traveling with more zombies than I thought we were.
We're only traveling with like 2 actual zombies around.
Zombie and a skeleton.
Yeah. Freaking necromancers.
Brains.
Excuse you.
Okay. So you guys are heading downstairs for breakfast?
Yeah, I would say this would be a quick
I should hope
breakfast
so.
because we need to get on the road.
Okay, breakfast is easy enough to acquire for a couple silver pieces. 2 for those of you who just want a modest breakfast. 3 for those of you who want to splurge.
We'll go with 2 because that's the exact amount of silver I have.
Fair enough.
2 silver it is.
I don't feel like doing that.
Silver.
Okay. And you guys are wanting to do what after breakfast?
Find the Oracle, I would guess.
Yep.
Since-
I believe we
Okay.
made all of our preparations.
Oh, I need to change my spells real quick while I'm thinking about it for the morning.
Are we going on foot, or are we able to procure some form of transportation?
Do you want to ask around and see if you can acquire steeds?
Steeds are still pretty expensive.
Cardin is perfectly fine walking on foot.
I don't
Hold
suppose I
up.
could get my.
Brain just had a brain. Dinoc literally says that. Hold up.
Okay.
Brain just had a brain.
Huh?
What?
What?
Are you saying you had an idea?
Let me get some coffee first. Then we'll see if that idea actually works.
Well, while you have your coffee, I think I'll go and see if I can't find myself a fine ass to ride.
Valinar hits his forehead so hard you all hear it.
Talking about a donkey or some kind of small pony. I don't need anything too large.
Well,
Jeez.
can we call it a donkey or a mule, not an ass?
Isn't that the proper name for it?
No.
Well, you can call it a donkey or a mule, but I'm going to call it a fine ass. Now, if you excuse me.
And you hear the forehead slap again.
Katya walks out.
Okay. You head out. Go ahead and roll a investigation check.
Investigation, don't fail me now. 14. What? Do I turn around and
Uh,
find that Cardin is standing behind me?
I
Cardin
don't
is
know.
behind you.
Hmm?
Yes, Cardin is randomly just following you.
Okay.
Cardin,
Uh,
what? Where are you going?
I'm sort of wondering because I am tired and early in the morning.
Hmm.
It's also
perhaps
not
it's-
going to completely split the party.
Well, perhaps I can use you in acquiring a mount. We'll see.
We will see.
okay. You guys look around for a bit, and there are horses that you guys could either purchase or rent. But as you guys are heading towards a mountain place, there's not a whole lot of like stops to like drop them off. So you would have to you would have to take them from Tolus to the city of. Oh god, I just forgot my own lore. My brain just farted.
Dagbor?
Is it Dagbor they were at?
No, I don't believe it is Dagbor. It's so Dagbor. You'd go from Tolus to Dagbor, and then you would have to travel along the mountain side there in order to climb the mountains to get to the Oracle. As you guys know, she is located somewhere in the mountains.
Well, it's still less walking than if I went on foot the whole way. But it depends on the price.
Horses are basically us in the mountains.
Horses are fairly expensive.
I figured.
If you wanted to buy a horse, it's like 50 gold pieces.
I thought you said it was expensive.
I think. Hold on, I'm trying to find my.
Well, also remember that this is expensive compared to people who work and slave away for how much is the standard of living here?
The average wage per week is like 2 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Fair
So
So this is like 25 weeks worth of wage.
yeah. Give me 1 second here. I found. Okay, so, or you could like just book passage with like a cab or something like that.
I am greatly considering that horse now.
I just gotta.
Because even after all of our adventures, it'll still be mine. To do with as I please.
When we get back.
Okay. So a draft horse is 50 gold pieces. A riding horse, which is slightly faster, is 75. Yeah.
How much?
And
I know I gotta feed them.
Mhm.
I don't need a war horse. That's a bit much.
What about an elephant?
Where would I keep an elephant, and how would I keep it fed?
They do not have elephants here.
They have an elephant in the player's handbook.
They do,
Yeah.
but not at this stable.
Oh, okay.
I
so
guess it depends on how much is going to cost as far as feed goes.
feed, you can acquire a day's worth of feed for 5 copper pieces.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's fairly cheap.
Food is
But I guess
significantly less, but the cost of the horse, the animal itself, is a little bit more in the beginning.
I'll go ahead and get a riding horse.
For 75?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does it come with a saddle, or do I have to purchase that separate?
No, you gotta buy that separately.
Perfect.
Um, so you're looking at, so that's 75, 77, and how many days worth of food?
A week. A week's worth.
A week. So that's another, so call it 80 gold in total.
Okay. 80 gold. And then I'll just get a riding saddle for it too.
That's including that.
Oh, that's including that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I went ahead. Or actually, no, that I did not do that correctly. So, are you wanting just a regular saddle? Sorry.
The riding saddle.
Okay, that's
It's a
another
riding
10
horse.
gold pieces.
Okay.
So you're
So
up to
what was our
90.
total now?
90.
90. Okay. Then I will hand over 9 platinum.
Okay.
And I now have a fancy horse.
You do.
And I'll put that down in my notes here so I don't forget.
Yep. Its movement speed is 60, and it has a carrying capacity of 480 pounds.
It's 480 pounds.
Yep. And do not forget that a horse can be attacked.
Right.
So bear that in mind.
I'll 1 week feed. I should be able to pack the feed onto its saddle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's where I'll keep its food. And now I have a horse.
Yep. And I am working on getting an easy way for you to keep that organized.
All right.
I mean, anyway, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm sort of standing around behind Kadia. I'm not even going to help him load the grain or anything.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't need you bothering my horse anyway.
Balnar is just kind of waiting on Dinok's brain.
Brain blast!
Oh my god, I have not seen that show in ages.
Anyway. Do you want to share with the class what this idea is?
So, okay, so Kadia and Cardin went off, right? So it's just Dinok, John, and Valnar, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Dinok turns to Valnar. So I can bring back humanoids, and I kind of wrap, tap the back of my fist to my skeleton's chest, clunk, clunk.
It would
Mhm.
appear so.
So if I tweak the spell a little bit, who's to say I couldn't find a bandit's horse that just so happens may have died, and res that. Zombie horse. Doesn't need food.
No, I wouldn't need food.
Or would it?
Okay,
Well,
just get
I
rid
would
of the flesh.
assume work off of like the zombie and you just resurrect it with, or do the animate dead thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd assume no. My one question would be if the horse would be able to withstand riding, I guess. Because could your zombie or skeleton carry you for...
Well, with how badass he was yesterday.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, look, who else is in the inn?
At this point in time, there's not a whole lot of people other than the barkeep, and a couple of people who are just in here kind of for breakfast. There's, not including you guys, or there's probably 4 other patrons and the barkeep.
You know what? Let's wait until Cardin gets back and have him test that.
Okay. Whenever they get back.
About this time, you could hear the sound of hooves outside the tavern as I am riding this horse up to the door. And I will
As you
tie it
do.
up to a... I will ride it up to a post and tie it outside the tavern. If
You
there
do
is a
so.
post. Okay.
Easy enough.
And then I'll walk inside.
Okay, you walk inside.
Oh, Claudia, there you are.
Hey, I'm back.
Did you
And I have
find
procured
something?
transportation. Oh yes, I have found myself a fine steed. It's not the ass that I was looking for, but
Yeah.
it's
You
a riding
hear
horse.
Balnar slap his head again. Every time.
I Gibbs. I Gibbs Kadia.
You what?
Okay. You get a swift smack in the back of the head
Oh, why? What did I do?
because he gibbed you.
Am I too old to understand what that means?
Maybe.
Oh.
See if I can find a...
Oh, Cardin,
Yes.
come here real quick. We've got something we want to test.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Cardin hesitantly comes over to Deanock, thinking he's going to get slapped by a mage hand again.
We want to see
Learning.
how much my zombie can carry. So, if you would
Oh.
climb onto its back, slowly, please.
I climb onto the back.
What is this? What purpose does this serve?
Hmm.
Hey, Rip. Do I need to do like an athletics or something to make sure I don't get on extremely fast, or like just straight up on? Okay.
No, I'm gonna say, just tell me how much you weigh.
1 second.
He's got to do math.
I do have to do math
Oh no.
because I start at like 2:30.
All right, you're too heavy.
Yeah, I'm at a total with total weight. I'm at 300.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so he begins to climb on, and you guys begin to hear the snapping of tendons as the legs of the zombie begin to give underneath Cardin's weight. But
Right, Cardin, stop.
yeah, you guys are paying enough attention that he gets off before any real damage is done.
Alright, so Cardin is 100% way too heavy for that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at everything I'm carrying.
Well, I wanted to see the maximum he could hold, so anything lighter than Cardin? I just shrug.
Maybe like I don't know anybody in the party lighter than me besides Kadia, and they just got a horse.
I have a horse.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
So, what are you going to do whenever we get to the mountains?
Oh, don't worry. I'll procure some stabling in the neighboring city of Dagbor, and then I'll be forced to walk the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But this will save my feet quite a lot of hassle along the way.
So, how much
traveling
does
by
it
the day.
cost? How much does it cost to stable a horse?
You did not ask.
I did not ask.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited about getting a horse, and I did not think about that.
How much does it cost for food for, let's say, a week?
Oh, that's not too bad. That's fairly inexpensive.
That was
Yes,
only a
it
couple of golds.
So, let's factor that into how much time we're going to be spending traveling, probably. In addition to stabling, which, since you don't know the cost, let's just say... I turn to Valnar. What do you think? About a gold a day?
I was thinking 2 or 3 gold a day.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really that expensive?
I mean...
None of you guys have ever owned horses, so none of you know.
It could range depending on where we're at and the quality of the stables.
Yeah.
That's true, but at a cheap stable, you're likely to have your horse stolen.
There is that too. And let's not forget, how fast can you get on or off of that horse?
DM.
I'm pretty sure rules is written, it takes an action.
Not terribly long. I mean, it has a saddle which comes with the stirrups, so I can climb onto it without having to kill myself for it.
Alright, and what happens whenever bandits see you on the horse and think, ooh, easy target?
Oh, never mind.
And-
You actually only need to use 5 feet of your movement to mount or dismount.
So not even a full action.
Mm-mm.
Cool.
You can mount a creature that is... Oh, wait. So it's half your movement. Sorry. I read that wrong.
Okay. Let's hope that if we get attacked by bandits, my companions will be able to keep me safe. In exchange for, I'll occasionally grant access to the horse.
I don't know how well I can stop an arrow from flying into a horse's heart.
I
Well,
don't know
that
if I
happened.
would stop it.
Well, if that happens, then I guess we get to see that experiment I was talking about.
Yeah, we could. Might work, might not.
What experiment?
Oh, just wondering if I could res a horse as a zombie horse.
I think it's so funny
Uh,
that you're actually talking about this in game, because I was legitimately off screen, out of game, not talking to anybody about it, rewriting the rules for Animate Dead. Nothing official yet. Nothing official yet, but
I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If I'm
So
lucky,
you
the
just
horse
thought-
will cross. If we're
You just
lucky,
thought
the
it-
horse will cross the bridge for me.
But, in other words, you bought a giant, expensive meat shield.
I don't want to look at it like that. That's not very nice.
Okay, just an expensive meat shield.
I'll have you know she's a very pretty horse.
Well, I was gonna look at the horse and see if Katia got ripped off.
Make a nature check.
Oh, yay. 12.
Looks like a horse to you.
Cool.
So you said she, so it's a mare?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Fairly sure?
I look.
Make a perception check.
I mean, it should be pretty easy to see if a horse has a cock or not.
I'm not saying it's a high DC. I'm just saying make a perception check.
It'd be a eunuch horse.
You can't even tell.
I'll say it's easy. It's easy enough. It is in fact a mare.
Thank you, because I was just guessing.
Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? Are you guys gonna walk?
Yeah,
Well,
so I can get that. So I can test that zombie horse idea.
Yeah, that's what Cardin planned on, is walking.
Well, kind of doesn't have the money to buy a horse, so
Yeah, you bought something a little more important.
yeah.
A lot more important.
I bought a few things that are more important than a horse. And I gave out 4 of them.
Don't you worry, this horse will prove its worth. Eventually. I'm sure.
Why do I doubt this?
Half a day and horse collapses.
Hey, has anyone seen John?
He's sitting at the table with you, I assume.
Yeah, I was eating
Oh,
breakfast and John.
I didn't hear anyone talk about John, so I thought he was still in bed.
I mean, he could be.
No, I caved down and I'm eating. Just kind of
Okay.
a little quiet
he-
from all the drinking and stuff from
He's
last
eating
time.
quietly, just watching this conversation go back and forth like it's a movie.
Eating his grits like it's popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Oops.
Dun dun dun.
He also like kind of wants to try riding the horse since he's never ridden a horse, but for good reason since he's way too big for horses. He just finds them fascinating.
The big orc wants to ride the pretty pony.
Yes, thank you.
We'll
Okay.
see. I want to
Yeah.
ride the horse more before I let anybody borrow it.
That's fair. And if you need help getting down off the pretty pony, I'm here for you.
I will definitely take that one into consideration.
Oh, just get a room already, guys.
I would, but I'm afraid he might break the door down. Wink.
Just use his door. Just his room.
It's gonna be like the temptation's too strong
Alrighty.
to break down the door. It's like I already
Go
broke
down
down the
the
door of whichever room I went into last night.
Oh man. Alright.
Nice gentleman, whoever it was.
Okay. Is there any last minute preparations you guys would like to do in town before heading towards the city of Dagbor, I assume?
I open up the bag of holding and I'm just like, okay, any extra random shit you got, might as well put it in here.
Cardin holds on to his random shit.
I have an extra short sword that I can't really use, so I'll just
Oh,
shove that in there.
this ought to be fun. Well, Valentine's gonna go out, shrug, pull out a cauldron and 3 whetstones.
Where were you hiding that cauldron?
A cauldron? Wait, what?
I completely forgot I had that.
Where the fuck were you hiding that?
Valentine shrugs.
Prison wallet.
Oh God!
Oh my god!
I don't think that's physically possible.
I give him a doorknob to hold for me.
Well, I did say random shit.
Valentine then also pulls out a rock.
Is that
Oh
from
my
when
goodness.
we were underground?
Actually, no.
Yes, put it
I
in.
think
Put the
this
rock
is
in.
the
Put the rock in.
Hmm?
Put the rock in. Put the rock in.
Puts the rock in.
I pull it out. Rock.
Boo.
Look, if I can bring back the rock gag from any campaign, I will.
I know. It's funny.
Just for the record, that rock is what Cardin used to pay Valinar for that first health potion or whatever it was.
It is.
That's funny.
Wow.
Okay. You guys divide your goods and begin to grab your gear and set off for the city of Dagbor. Katya, while you can travel much faster now that you're on a horse, since the rest of your party is on foot, though, you're still
Yeah, I'm
traveling
gonna-
at about the same pace.
Yeah, I'm not gonna outrun anybody unless I absolutely had to. But I'll leave the horse to keep pace with them, but now I don't have to hurt my feet to walk.
Mhm. And you guys begin to leave the city of Tolus and enter the wilderness.
And he smiles the whole
Around-
way.
Corden lifts his nose up in the air, sniffs, looks around, and says, "Ah."
What,
Okay.
did you fart?
No, Cardin, I prefer the wilderness to these damn cities.
Damn cities, you say?
Damn cities.
I prefer the cities, honestly, but this will be a little more enjoyable. Now.
Well, you have to consider what I am used to.
Yeah. Valinar shrugs. Goes, I could go either way. I kind of hid out in the wilderness for quite a while.
Honestly, before I met my wife, I would have been far more comfortable in the laboratory than anywhere near the outdoors, but that one was... she was a survivalist.
So,
3 vacations out in the middle of the wilderness with nothing but the clothes on our back and a knife.
Sounds
She
like
must
my
have been
life.
adventurous. Didn't you say she was an orc?
Half orc.
Oh. Close enough.
Hey, there is a difference.
I didn't say all orcs are the same. I just said.
John
Close enough.
kind
I
of
was
turns
at least
over
half
and looks
right.
at you.
I was half right.
Remember, John is half orc.
I'm a half orc.
And I was half right.
Mm.
You want to keep digging there, Kadia?
Just
I
like
bought a
push
horse,
it
not a
off
shovel.
the...
Okay. You guys continue to travel. You guys don't need to roll because you guys have made this journey from Tolus to Dagbor a number of times now.
Also, Keep in mind, bullshit. That way's north.
That's also true. I will ask whoever is leading the journey, though, which will probably be Cardin, to roll a D100 for me.
Oh no.
I didn't cast any magic this
I
time.
didn't ask you to roll. I asked Cardin to. I'm assuming
I know.
Cardin is leading the journey anyway.
Yes, Cardin's leading the journey. What do I need to roll again?
A D100.
Not one, I'm sure.
Straight up 40.
Okay. Your first day of travel goes by without incident, and as you guys get towards a point of rest and for the evening is quiet.
Guys, we should probably set a watch.
Is it that time already?
Hold up. Well, whoever has watch. My skeletons can definitely help you with that. Well, skeleton and zombie, excuse me.
Okay.
Can they keep watch on their own?
Oh,
Also-
definitely don't do that.
I
Also,
don't
Dina,
want
just
them watching
For my
by themselves,
own
no.
reference, are you casting your animate dead at night or in the morning?
Morning.
Okay. I was
When I
just
first
asking.
wake up.
I know. I was just asking because I know this is going to be a little bit above game, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint as a former Necromancer player. If you cast it in the evening, you have control over them for 24 hours, giving you your 3rd level spell slot back for the following day if you happen to need it.
Yeah, but at the same time, whenever you use...
Oh, I'm well aware of how that works, but I'm just pointing it out there. You do what you would like to do. I just wanted to make sure that you had the information.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I know. Thank you, though.
The first day comes to an end.
And I will take first watch.
Okay. For the purposes of this, I'll just have everybody roll a perception check for their watch.
Okay.
Just makes it a little bit easier on me.
Perception.
Wow, I rolled shit.
Your perception is not good today.
I see that gif.
I do too. Alright. So, Enoch, during your watch, you begin to drift a little bit. And eventually are awoken by your skeleton, most likely, as a way to help keep yourself awake.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing interesting happens during anyone's watches other than Valinar.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh boy.
Valinar. It's quiet in the woods. You can hear movement. And for a moment, you thought it might have sounded human. Like 2 foot, or at least humanoid, like 2 footprint, feet, kind of. And then waiting, almost like it's looking for something. And you look around and you don't see anything. And eventually this feeling of being watched passes, and nothing else seems to happen during your watch or the rest of the night.
Here's a question. Do we have a fire?
Do you? I would imagine you would for those of you who do not have dark vision.
Yeah.
Well, how cold is it?
I mean, it's chilly, but it's not like it's not like the weather now.
What do you mean? It's hot.
Oh, right. It was 45 today.
And I think
Must
the
be
low
nice.
yesterday was 34.
Must be
It was
nice.
It was like 45 today. So it's probably
70s,
like
80s.
it's probably like
Sheesh.
hot. It's probably like mid to low 70s tonight.
Oh, okay. So no need for a fire.
No, but probably would still have one just for the light because of the what is there 5 of you? Of the 5 of you, 2 of you, nope, 3 of you are completely blind in the dark.
Sweet. So fire it is.
But otherwise, no issue for the night, and eventually the sun rises, and the next day
I
is
could always
yours.
cast light on something.
Yeah, so can
Yeah,
I, but I'd rather.
Mhm.
I feel like that would draw more attention. I'm gonna like suddenly appear in the dark.
Mini sun.
Daylight.
Alrighty. Then the next day is yours.
Also,
You guys
once everyone's awake, Valnar does go. Oh, also not to alarm anyone, but something was watching us last.
Well, I didn't see anything, which that's weird.
It sounded humanoid, 2 feet.
I turn and look at the zombie. Were you walking around last night? I'll take that as a no. So we've got someone following us.
What's
Lovely.
What's new? Something's always following us out here.
Well, maybe.
Well, the
this time.
question is it hostile?
Well, it didn't attack last night.
Doesn't mean it isn't planning today. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Okay. With a new day, I would like you know what, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 it is. John, would you roll a D100 for me, please?
Ooh.
Ooh.
87. Okay. And with that, you guys make very good time in your travels. And actually manage to wind up at the city of Dagbor by early afternoon. So it's probably about 2 o'clock.
Cool.
Or I guess that's late afternoon, sorry. It's about 2 o'clock.
I need to stable the horse.
Question. Would Valnar have noticed anything following us? Because he would have been paying attention.
Roll a perception check for me.
14.
Nothing that didn't follow you for a little bit out of curiosity and then taper off. So like there were some small forest creatures that might have followed you for a little bit, like a couple of squirrels, just kind of seeing what's going on, but eventually after ignoring them and not dropping them food, they boogered off.
Okay.
Stupid squirrels.
Alright, so in the city of Dagbor, you guys are looking for a stable.
Yes. I imagine
Okay.
it would be on the outskirts of the city?
You're
Maybe
looking
How do you
You're
stable?
you're looking for a stable in the Forgotten District.
Maybe.
Where all the thieves and outcasts are.
Probably not. No.
Let me double check what I have for the city of Dagbor. So the outside ring is the Forgotten District.
Yeah, I'm not leaving my horse there.
Okay. So you want to go towards the Common District then?
Yes.
Okay. You head towards the common. You head towards the Common District. The guards there at the wall actually stop you guys for a moment, and then eventually actually let you in after recognizing the crest that you guys were given at the award ceremony. You guys are not charged to enter the city, and eventually you guys are able to find a small stable with a human male who kind of runs the place. And as you guys kind of walk in and greet him, he's kind of and you tell him about what you're wanting to do. He kind of goes, "Well, how long you looking to stable her?"
Oh, how long do you think it'll take for us to go explore the area mountains and come back?
Are you looking to explore all of them, or just a couple peaks, or?
Specifically, until we find the Oracle.
Ah. Well. Some folks have done it in a week, but they knew where they were going. I'd say probably 2 weeks for you.
You think we're going to be in the mountains for 2 weeks?
Judging by
I
your...
want to stable cardio with the horse. Carden pipes that up when he says you.
Hold on, what was that?
Carden, when the dude says you, pipes up and say, "Yeah, we're going to be keeping this here individual with their so beloved horse."
Wait, you're stabling me too? I don't think that's legal.
Well,
He's making a joke.
either way, if y'all don't know where you're going, you could very easily get lost in the mountains. So 2 weeks is probably pretty standard for most people.
Alright, so how does this work? Do I put a deposit down for 2 weeks, and if we make it back before, then I get whatever is left over?
Something like that, yeah.
I can arrange for that, but how much is it going to run me?
1 second. Call it, 10 gold pieces for the 2 weeks.
Fair enough. I'll hand it over.
Wait. Hold up.
What?
I could actually see if we could keep the horse with my family and you wouldn't have to pay anything.
Your family lives in Dagbor?
Yes.
How experienced are they at caring for horses? See, as you said that you've never ridden a horse before.
Pretty good. I'm the only one that can't ride the horses.
And I'm sorry, just who are you?
John Visk, you probably heard of me from,
You watch this man's eyes go wide, like cartoon wide, if it were humanly possible. And he just, I'm terribly sorry there, Mr. Visk. Yeah. If you guys are looking to, board this gentleman's horse here, I have no objections. But I'll tell you, if they're unwilling, you can just bring them back here, and I'd be willing to house for you. Again, still kind of the same going rate. I do run a business after all.
Of course.
Understandable. Yeah, let's go ahead and check with John's family then.
Okay. Alrighty, so John begins to lead you guys towards his family's residence. 1 second here. John walks back out to the main thoroughfare of the city street here. And at first you guys are like, oh, his family's just a little further away. You know, not a big deal. And he keeps leading you inward and inward and inward in the common district.
How far are we going?
And eventually...
It's a little further.
You said that for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a little further.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, you guys reach the very edge of the common district. The part where the district almost ends abruptly with a small gap in the new walls that stand up, outlining the royal district. And yet John continues to walk forward. He walks up to the gates of the royal district, where there are 2 armed guards, and at first one of them kind of holds a hand up and the other one like slaps his hand down and points at John. And they kind of step aside and just, welcome back, Mr. Visk. And they step aside. And you guys walk into the royal district without issue.
Wow, you must be very popular around here.
Oh, you know.
More like feared.
They're good guard boys out there.
Guard
You must
boys.
have knocked down a few doors in your time.
Yeah.
You guys, John continues to lead you into this district. And he leads you up to an estate, this massive estate with these iron lock gates at the front that
Looks like they're pretty well off.
that go around what you can imagine is probably the entire property that you may have. And as you approach, the gate itself is locked. But as you guys approach, John actually reaches within his armor and pulls out this large iron key. Obviously probably way too big for a regular key. Like the ring he holds in his fist, and he puts it into the lock and twists, and you guys can hear this heavy swinging of a lock. And he pushes the front gate open, and you guys enter the front yard of the Visk estate. This lush and green courtyard with this almost marble-like walkway leading up to a very large stone and marble building.
Wow.
And he begins to lead you around back.
Oh,
yeah, right this way to the stables.
I think Ray is going to be very happy here.
You named it?
What?
Mm-hmm.
When did you name it?
Did you name the horse?
Yep. The horse's name is Ray. Like a ray of sunshine.
He takes you around back. And John, you can see one of the cousins around back working. You can see he's one of the ones who typically works in the stables. This is, where'd my notes go? No, I'm losing them on the Visk family. This is Michael, human
Okay.
boy. He is kind of large and stocky, but he's not. He's nowhere near as big as you. Probably slightly older than you, however. And he's currently taking care of this very large horse. This beautiful coat of horse.
Look at that pretty pony.
And he kind of sees you approaching, and he just kind of turns and goes, "John?"
Michael, hey, it's been a while.
It has. Haven't really seen you since the coming of age ceremony. You've been withdrawn. He kind of says with a smile.
Yeah, I took a job as a bodyguard, and now I'm with this lot. And I gesture to everybody.
He kind of like looks most of you guys up and down, and he gives this like half a raised eyebrow, and then quickly corrects himself and just, I am Michael Visk. I am cousin to John here. His dad and my dad are brothers, so we all kind of, he had gestures to the house, live under the same roof. That's a nice mare you got there. Is that a thoroughbred? Was that some kind of I'm not sure. I'd have to look kind of closer. He kind of talking to you, Katya, at that point.
I don't know one way or another if it's thoroughbred. I just know she is a beautiful horse. And it is nice to meet you as well, Sir Michael.
Yeah, and he kind of like extends his hand as he steps up and like begins to pet the horse, like not really looking at you, but extends a hand nevertheless.
I'll attempt to shake his hand if he's paying attention enough.
You grab it, and he grabs back, and he's got a firm handshake. Like,
ow, ow,
he,
ow.
he doesn't like go to hurt you, but he does give you a nice solid handshake. He pets the horse's coat a little bit, and he's like, I don't know who looked after her, but they did I guess a well enough job. The horse, he kind of like brushes and just kind of, the coat needs certain amount of nutrients, and she hasn't been getting it here for a little while. John, are you wanting to house her here for a little while? Is that why y'all are here?
That's
Yeah.
exactly why he brought us here.
Yep.
Right. All right. Well, he kind of like looks around and just kind of, well, as long as she's not here permanently, we'll find a space for her in the back. I'll make sure
I definitely
she gets.
plan on coming back. I definitely plan on coming back to get her.
Be about like maybe 2 weeks at most.
Okay. I'll make sure she gets the nutrients and everything she needs. She got a name.
Yes, I've decided to name her Ray.
Ray. What were you saying?
Ray better be in great condition when we get back.
I want her to shine.
And yeah, I give him like a stern look.
He kind of just like chuckles and laughs and looks at you, and then like realizes you're serious, and he goes, "You know that I'm one of the best, right?" I mean, he kind of just points over. It's like, "Have you met Chuckles?"
He was the voice just out of gun.
That's his horse's name. the one that he was grooming when you guys approached.
Chuckles, huh?
Cardin's just sort of like, wow.
Yeah, I
He must be
remember
a happy
Chuckles.
horse.
He's grown so much. I can't say good.
Yeah,
I didn't think that would break me so much. Oh my god.
Don't
Chuckles.
worry, I'll take nice good care of her.
Seeing Chuckles over there, I believe you.
I love Chuckles and I haven't even met them. Oh my god.
Is it going to cost? Is it going to cost me anything?
Nah, don't worry about it. A friend of John's is a friend of mine.
Damn right.
Fair enough. I thank you in advance.
Y'all stay safe out there. And, John, don't forget to come home and visit your mom and pa every now and then.
I kind of let out like a sigh and I'm like, yeah, I need to stop by more often, but it's just.
Oh,
anyway.
They understand. They understand.
Yeah.
Work is work.
Yeah. And I slide Michael like a few coins for taking care of Ray. Like a few gold coins.
Okay. Kind of nods.
Just to be courteous.
He kind of nods.
2 weeks.
Appreciated. I'll make sure she's well taken care of.
2 weeks. I hope it's not any longer than that. I hope it's less than that, actually.
Okay.
It's a long time to be up in the mountains.
You guys leave Ray with Michael and Chuckles, and you guys begin heading.
God damn it!
Oh, Chuckles.
You guys begin heading
Unlike
out
Sonic,
of the
I don't
Royal
Knuckles.
Ward.
Next, you're gonna pull out one that's like tail. Oh god.
Okay.
This is his brother, Snickers.
Gosh dang it.
Alright, you guys head towards at this point in time it's probably 3 o'clock-ish. Are you guys wanting to head into the mountains immediately, or are you guys wanting to
No, I want to
let's
give
ask-
them a. Oh, sorry.
Hardin would like to because he's sick of cities. But that's just Cardin.
You sure
I'm
we don't
actually
have time?
going to see if we can get some directions to the Oracle.
Okay.
See if we can cut it down a little bit.
Isn't part of finding the journey to find an Oracle, the journey?
The longer the journey takes, the greater our chances of dying.
That's fair.
Dinoc,
did you have any Dinoc, did you have anybody in mind that you would like to ask?
Let's see. We're in Dagbor, so my brain's not.
Bullshit.
What about that priest guy?
The one in the Forgotten District. Are you sure he'll be informed enough?
You'd be surprised at what priests know.
You guys are currently in the Royal District as well.
So Mayor Zero?
Ask the mayor.
You could very well to try to go ask Mayor Zero anyway.
Or we
Or
could
at
go
least
ask
his butler.
Yeah. Do you guys want to give that a shot?
It all sounds like good ideas to me.
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
While they do that, I'm gonna catch up with my family, and my family's gonna want to throw a feast for everybody.
Okay. All right.
Later,
So
when we all get back from whatever
From the
y'all
oracles.
doing, yeah.
okay. Yeah. I'm totally okay with that.
Okay.
We'll work out the details and stuff later. Okay. So you guys go. John kind of just, hey, I'll catch up with you in a few. And you guys go and try and talk with Mayor Zio. You guys arrive at the door, flashing your symbol to the individuals at the door, and they're like, oh, okay. And eventually you guys are greeted with the servant of Zio. Blanking on his name. I have it written down. Just gotta find it. Quinfarin.
Quinfarin!
Yep, Quinfarin, the elf, kind of steps forward and just goes, I'm terribly sorry, but Zio is in a meeting right now. What is there anything I can possibly help you with?
Actually, you'd probably be better for what we're here for. We're looking to find the Oracle in the mountains. Could you give us some directions? Or the very least...
Let's see, I need a roll for what he actually knows. Quite a bit. The Oracle is... It's not necessarily hard to find her, it's just a dangerous trek to find her.
Always dangerous.
If you follow along the base of the mountain, you'll come across a cave. Kind of like a red mouth cave, essentially. There's red dirt within the cave itself. After passing the cave, there's a very thin path that leads up the mountainside. And if you follow that path, it will eventually lead you right to the Oracle. But be warned, the path is very dangerous and can be fairly easily ambushed in some places.
Fantastic.
Human or otherwise?
Yes.
Lovely.
Great.
Yeah. Especially here recently, there's been a increase in bandit activity, so I would definitely watch your six.
Any griffins?
No griffins that I'm aware of. At least not in these parts. But I don't know about anywhere else. There are a number of bandit parties, I guess, that are springing to life.
Makes sense.
Any word on the goblin zombies? Any new information, or...
Not that I'm aware of. Last I heard that they had been dealt with, and the group that had failed to destroy the bodies have since corrected the mistake.
Ah,
Good.
that's actually the new bit. We did not know that they came back.
There was a group sent to find them, and a group sent to deal with the zombies on the mountain already, but the group on the mountain we never heard from again.
Perhaps we'll find them in our travel.
Perhaps you may. Anything else I can do for you guys while you were here? No?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Well, then I bid you adieu, and he kind of begins to shoot you out the door.
Oh, well, okay.
All right, cool.
Tell Zio we said hi.
Of course. John.
The door on my face. Great.
Well, that was abrupt.
As you're spending some time with your family, it's been a while since you've visited your mom and dad, and your mom is doing well for the most part. You know as well as her that living in this human family is difficult at times. Your father tries to make it as best for both of you as he can, but as he is not head of the family, it is a very difficult thing to do at times. You guys managed to catch up, and you guys had a bit of time before messenger arrives, indicating that your allies and friends have returned from their visit with Mayor Zio. And as you leave, your parents are kind of like, we should have dinner one day. When you guys return here, and we will have a feast. And we'll welcome your friends.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. I don't know how to
It's
address
still
them.
a little.
Oh, God.
It's. I'm sorry. What?
I don't know how to address them. Oh gosh, It's been so long. Oh my goodness.
You looking for the information?
No. I'm just trying to figure out how I would talk to my mom and dad. It's been a while.
Yeah, and it has been a while, and it's been awkward since that day that.
Yeah.
That
That day.
Yeah.
And
that
it's
day.
been that day, and it has been hard to really speak with anyone in your family since that day, and seeing them and talking with them the way you have over the last couple of hours, it's been nice, but it's also opened a few old wounds.
Yeah, it's been a bit bittersweet.
Yeah.
And especially because, like, when it first happened, me and my mom talked about it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, she asked, like, hey, are you doing okay and stuff? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, like, it's been all right. Like, don't worry. Like, I got this. It's fine.
You're working through some things, and you'll be home some point in time.
Yeah.
She understands. She wishes you safe travel. And she's glad that you found some allies that you enjoy. Or like, I guess is a better way of saying it. Your father keeps...
Don't forget to change your underwear daily.
Gosh dang it, Mom.
You're
not in front of my friends.
Your father reminds you to stand proud and firm and to be a proud warrior.
I don't tell him about the doors.
You don't tell him?
Yeah, I don't tell him about the doors. It's like, yeah, Dad, I'll make you proud.
Right.
I don't have an obsession
he kind of
with doors.
And goes, I know you will. And eventually you guys are on your way. At this point in time, it is getting close to dinner time. By the time you guys make it back to the common ward.
I'm starting to feel kind of faint. I feel like we should eat something while we're here before we head out.
You always feel faint, though, Kadia.
Should we go
I've got some
eat
rough
it?
stuff going on.
Like what?
Okay. Do you know what it's like to be trapped in a body that is not yours? Didn't think so.
Sorry, it's just like in the game, no, but yes. That's sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just trying. I'm like, wait, no, wait. Okay.
Yes, no, maybe.
Sort of?
Well, I mean, I guess he would understand that, like, living here, like, all these humans, and I'm a half-orc, you think that's easy?
Yes, all you had to do is look at them and they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, but then everyone I'm gonna go get a drink, and I'll go to the tavern.
Have you ever looked in the mirror and seen things you don't like?
Yes, Eddie! Go fucking tavern. I'm so
You
mad.
go to a
Oh,
you
God.
go to a tavern and you get a drink. You can also
Yeah.
get food.
I get a lot of
No.
drinks.
I guess we better go. I guess it's a good opportunity to go get dinner now.
You know, Katia, for being so good with words, you're pretty bad with words.
It comes with my upbringing.
Since he's just seen his family and wounds are opening and you're just coming for him. Jeez Louise.
Just think
Oh,
about
man.
Chuckles the horse.
God damn it. Stop.
Oh my goodness.
That horse
I'm
is
getting
just
a
smiling
drink.
and having a
Oh
good
my
time.
gosh. I'm getting a drink in real life too. Hold up.
This is not expecting more. Karn's like, this is not what I was expecting.
I figured we'd be in the mountains by now, but you know, other things
Yeah,
have to take care
same.
of.
I will ask if there's anything anyone would like to do before the night. Otherwise, I might just time skip to the next morning with you guys on your way up the mountain.
Trying to remember what else here.
In the city of Dagbor, in the common ward, you have the common wares, the common goods, the trusty book, the dizzy sword, the yawning mug, and the arcane juncture.
Guess I could check out the arcane juncture, see if they've got anything.
Okay. Is there anything specific you are looking for? 'Cause that just makes it easier on me. I know spells, but is there any particular ones?
I hate to say it, but no. I'm just looking for something. Maybe a cantrip level.
You're totally looking for a healing spell, right?
If only.
He becomes a cleric.
He becomes a reverse healer.
No, he's just a really late healer.
Necromancers are clerics, but just after death.
It's so true.
That's a good point. Don't worry, once you die, I can heal you. Sort of.
Sometimes.
You got life insurance.
Do you have frostbite?
No, I don't.
They would have a scroll of frostbite. It is a cantrip, one action. It is a ranged spell attack, or no, it is a Constitution throw, saving throw for somebody within 60 feet, and it's 1d6 and disadvantage on the next weapon attack if they fail. Before the end of its next turn, it says. And it increases by a d6 at 5, 11, 17.
That works.
Okay. That scroll would run you 50 gold pieces, I believe is what we determined last time.
And I will buy it.
Okay. And then I assume you'll spend the evening adding it to your spell book.
So that's another 50 gold.
Yep.
Karn is going to spend the time before bed practicing the things he learned during the demon hunting.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Much like Zoro in One Piece, you continuously practice to swing the heavy objects over and over and over and over and over, in the same repetitive motion, until you feel that the form is perfect. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, just a flat d20.
14.
Okay. That is noted, and I will keep that in mind.
Gracias.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Doesn't sound like it.
Alrighty. Then we, I think, are going to go ahead and jump to the next morning. And unless there's anything you guys would like to do, I would like to go ahead and jump to the point of where you guys are near the mouth of the cave, or at least standing near the cave that was indicated to you by Quinfarin. There is nothing really of note on the way there, as it is quite literally the exact same route that you took to Dagbor the first time, except you guys go past the opening where you guys technically fell from beforehand by about maybe 400 feet.
So we're really close to
Where
where
is this cave at?
Oh, I'm saying that's where it is. Like 400 feet, that'd be never
Oh, there it is.
west of where you guys originally started the game. That's where the cave is. If you guys are okay with that.
Asking about it, you know.
So, you
Do I
guys
have to reroll how to climb up that wall?
you guys aren't climbing up anything. It's on the ground. You guys
Kurt, where are you going?
You guys approach this fairly, it's not huge, it's fairly small kind of cave. It's got the red dirt that was described to you by Quinfar, and as you guys begin to approach, I would like everybody to roll a perception check.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Bloop.
my worst stat of the night.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. We did great, guys.
It must be snowing or something. Oh my lord! With the highest being a 10.
Wow.
Where's this cave?
I don't know. I'm just thinking a lot of.
I think the thing that concerns me more is even looking at the advantage numbers. Two of you were still under 10.
I only had 1 point higher.
I know, that's rough, dude.
Me and
that
Valinor
way.
are pretty rough considering our modifiers.
We have a plus
Right.
5. Plus 5. I rolled a 10 total.
Oh man. So, what you guys notice is as you guys begin to approach this cavern, or this cave, is in the red dirt you see a stone ring where there looks to have been a fire at one point, as well as 3 disturbances of dust or dirt, I guess. You're unsure of how old they are, but they are here in the cave.
May I try to discern how old they are?
Sure. Roll a survival check with disadvantage because of how you rolled previously. That's you're hard to make. It's hard to make out the details, which is why you have disadvantage.
Okay.
$13.
13.
Wow. Okay.
As best as you can tell, they are a few days old, maybe less.
I will reiterate that to the party.
Why do I have
I
this?
said these may or may not be a few days old, maybe less.
Why do I have this odd feeling that we're gonna get to the Oracle and find them dead? Just a feeling. I should hope not, though.
Hmm. And just which one of you guys? Pardon, I would
I didn't do
also
it.
say with that, that survival check, you do notice that one of the disturbances in the ground has a spot within the disturbance that itself had been disturbed. Like the dirt had been pulled and turned over and repacked.
That's interesting.
And it's not a very large spot, like maybe the size of a pie.
I want to try and dig right there.
Okay, go ahead and roll another
What?
survival check.
What do you want to? Oh, nice.
Will 22 work?
You pull the dirt apart, kind of back and apart, and you see blood.
Guys, it looks like something might be buried here.
Would not be buried. The hole itself, like I said, is about the size of a pie. There ain't much. I mean, not unless it's like an animal that's buried there.
Okay. Well, there's a pool of blood here.
There's a pool of blood, and it was covered with dirt.
Seems to have been.
That doesn't make any sense to me. What do you think it means?
Some sort of ritual?
Yeah, why would they hide blood?
If anybody would like to, you can make an intelligence check.
Ooh.
Maybe give it a
Sure,
shot.
why not? My 0 intelligence.
Nope.
The
11.
I like how John's got his beat. And Cardin. What the hell?
We're working together, Cardin.
what the fuck?
How do we have the highest intelligence in the party right now?
I've had my intelligence sapped a couple of times.
That is
Okay,
fine.
yeah, but explain that to mine.
Mm-hmm. Everybody except for Katya and Valinar, as you guys are thinking about this, like, why would there be blood? It clicks. The last entry in the journal by Crystal talked about heading towards the Oracle, and the book seemingly have been ripped from her hands. You gather that she might have been taken with him.
Do you think this could be Crystal from the book we found down under? I forget what the place is called, but the sewage place.
Well, unless Crystal was a fairy or something small, don't think this is them.
Donna's just gonna start looking around for a body.
Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Perception. Soft 20.
Look at that.
Towards the back of the cave, kind of tucked around kind of a large rock, you find a young, blonde, dead female.
Well, shit.
Well,
Kind of eyes open, mouth agape, with multiple slash wounds across her body.
Oh.
Hey guys, found it.
Crystal? Oh.
What's left of it?
Yeah,
Oh no.
Oof.
That's
that don't look good.
Oh,
Anything about that?
Can I do like an investigation to see if I can find any clues or things that could help us find the oracle on her body?
It appears that what she is currently wearing is a very essentially like a it's basically like a sack that has been rudimentary turned into a clothing for her.
Okay, never mind then.
There doesn't seem to be much physical evidence on her at the moment of any nature.
Never mind then.
But why kill her here?
Crunched for time.
So, the appearance is that she was killed and some of her blood was put in a hole in the ground. For what purpose? Ritualistic sacrifice?
I go back outside and start looking at the area.
Okay, go ahead and make a investigation check.
$16.
16. Digging through the fire, you find, or the coals of the fire, you find, or not coals, the ash. It's not even hot anymore. The ash of the fire, you find elements of components of some kind. You're not sure what they are. And to the best of your, and you can see like on part of the cloth bag that they were wrapped in, a darker spot than the rest of the bag. You're assuming it's blood. From your best guess, based off of your knowledge of the arcane and how rituals and stuff are performed, she was probably stabbed while she was sleeping, and then thrown to the back of the cave to bleed out and die. And the blood where she laid was just turned over with the dirt in order to prevent too much obvious signs of a fight.
Shit. Guys.
Looks
we
like
got a ritual on our hands. Not sure what kind. I sift through the remaining components. Can I tell anything?
Make an Arcana check.
$24.
Okay.
Nice.
It seems to have been almost like a contract kind of bond. It's weird. There's elements of it that seem to be in a nature of summoning, and others of it that seem to be bonding, almost enchantment like. Your best guess with a 24 Arcana is he was using it to somehow strengthen his relationship or bond with something. You're not sure what, but he's trying to draw more power from somewhere or something.
Best guess, his connection to the demon general.
Potentially, yes.
Guys, looks like, well, looks like our fight's going to be a whole lot harder than we thought originally. The guy might not be a cleric anymore.
You think he was a cleric before?
I look to ours. I'm like, you never know.
Hey, I'm a cleric. That guy wasn't.
But whatever it looks like, he might be a warlock now.
Oh. Interesting.
The guy seems to be strengthening a bond to something. I'm guessing it's our demon general down below.
Thunderburst?
Trying to avoid name saying. But yes.
So,
Best guess, yes. So my guess, this guy's probably on his way, if not already, a warlock.
why would he do it here? If he didn't have bad plans once he reaches the Oracle.
I mean, you never know. Power up before you fight of the unknown. You know, battle doping.
Well, we also kind of accidentally drove him into a...
That too. So he could know we're on his trail, so he's trying to get ready to ambush us.
Well, we don't have any other choice. The longer we let him stay out here, the more powerful he will become. We better find him and fast.
Is there a bunch of young girls out here I don't know about? So it looks like that's how he powers up, killing young girls.
If we stop chasing him, he'll leave the mountains and go back to the cities.
Yeah, but in cities it's easier to find someone. A lot more trails and a lot more people see you.
But also a lot more false leads.
Also true.
Like, what was that I came back in on after I thought I saw my wife? You guys harassing a hunter?
Well, that was Cardin and John harassing him while we looked around to determine that he was not the guy we're looking for.
But you didn't stop them.
He said he smelled blood and then just kind of ripped it through the door. What? You think I was going to get in the way of that?
To be fair, I don't think Kadia could have stopped me.
Cardin, he's Magic Boy.
So?
All he would have had to do is look at me, and I probably would have passed out.
All he had to do was flex and you would have passed out from his pecs.
Hey guys.
No comment.
You guys, random thought.
Hmm?
Do you think Torben was pretending to be Ralph? Is that what we're running on the assumption of?
I'm fairly certain, yes.
Okay. Ralph gave that hunter that bow. Do you think that hunter's a part of this?
No.
And
Ralph
there's a
didn't
plot thread I planted a week ago. Actually, 2 weeks at this point.
Actually, the initials on the bow itself were not in reference to Rolp, but from the Mastersmith.
Well, that's not so much the thing, is the hunter said he got it from Ralph.
Also, real quick for my own
Apprentice.
mind here, are you guys sitting around in this cave having this conversation, or are you guys trying to move up the mountain?
I thought we were staying in the cave.
I thought we were, right there with all that stuff still around.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
That was my son.
I just wanted to make sure because the mountain pass is a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
So. Okay, continue on. Sorry.
Where were we?
Something
hunter-
about
You were talking about the bow that the hunter had.
Oh, right.
That was given to him by Raup, but it had the initials of the master forge smith on it, which would have been Kurt.
I did get that much information.
Yep.
So that would suggest that it was crafted by Kurt, not Rolp.
But it still would have been a gift for all.
And
Assuming
who's to
that,
say he didn't use Kurt's,
steal one of Kurt's things, or for all we know, Kurt's in on it.
There's no way to know right now.
I think we should move forward, and whatever happens, happens with that.
Exactly. We know Torben is a problem. We know Torben is quite possibly near. We'll focus on him for now. Maybe we can pound him into submission enough that he'll give us the information on his colleagues.
and maybe we can ask the Oracle.
But before we leave the cave, Valnar is going to kind of step out and just take a hard look around.
Looking for what?
The hunter.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That's a 23.
You see some wildlife, some deer and other wild animals, but you do not see any sign of any human presence other than your own.
Okay.
And you guys begin heading up the mountain then?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping careful watch.
Okay. Bear that in mind. I am going to say we're going to take a very, very quick 5-minute break, as I do need to step away. But this will give everybody also an
All right.
opportunity to get something to drink and stuff like that. So, guys, we will be right back.
Oh man, we're
Alright.
back?
I'm on the wrong
Yes,
side.
we are. We are back. Because D&D and things. So, first things first. As you guys begin to ascend up the mountain pass here, that is nearby this cave that you found the body of this young blonde girl who you presume is Crystal. You guys begin to travel up the mountain, which is a very narrow path, and eventually it widens just a hair to the point where you guys are at one point able to walk 2 by 2, but eventually it forces you back into single file. And it even has you guys, at a certain point, there's the path walks you around the side of the mountain where it is a clear cliff face. And you guys are walking on about a ledge about just over a foot wide. You guys are literally having to turn and like sidestep around the mountain. I would like everyone to make acrobatics or athletics checks of their choice.
Crap.
Athletics.
I have a better
We'll be
chance of
27.
athletics.
7.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh boy.
13?
Wow.
This is not good.
John got a nat 1, which makes it a 9.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Cardin and D-Knock, roll dexterity saving throws for me. No advantage for you, Cardin.
Aw. Come on, why couldn't I have advantage?
Oh,
I need the advantage.
Okay. Cardin. You watch as John's foot falls out from underneath him, and as he begins to almost free fall, you reach out and attempt to grab him, and you just barely lock fingers with him, preventing him from falling off the side of the cliff. However, he does swing forward and take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as he rams basically his face into the side of the cliff.
Bob!
well, that sounded painful.
So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, John. Who's the other?
Kadia's heart is stopping.
Really low. Valinar.
Yes.
Valinar, you begin to lose your footing. Like
Oh,
the
boy.
ground breaks,
Shit.
but you're able to hold on just barely.
Oh gosh.
You're able to kind of use Cardin a little bit as an anchor, giving him a slight push on the shoulder to kind of like steady yourself. But eventually you guys do make your way. Eventually you guys do kind of coast around this ledge. And you guys finally making it onto a platform where it is no longer a sheer cliff face. As you guys continue to move forward. And you guys move forward slowly. And it breaks down to about single file at one point. And it begins to pinch at a point where you guys are having to turn sideways and are beginning to get even beginning to like get wedged in between the rocks in this area.
This mountain pass sucks.
Mm-hmm. I would like everybody to make acrobatics checks for this part. This is trying to squirm your way through
Oh,
a
shit.
tight and narrow
Hey,
corridor.
it's not 20.
Hey.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
What?
All right. So
My heart was in my throat for that one. It's like, oh my god, no.
oh, you know what? You rolled the wrong thing, but I'll take the natural 20. It was an acrobatics check, D-Knock.
He forced his way through the mountain.
Right, but I'll take. It was
I
acrobatics.
heard athletics.
You're fine. I'll take the natural 20 though because I'm a generous DM. So we have a soft 20 from Katya, a 5 from Valinar, and a 7 from Cardin. A natural 20 for John. I love that one because it's heaven or hell. Natural 1 and a natural 20. So very nice.
It's not even a natural 1, it's a 0.
Well, it's a natural 1 with a -1, which makes it a 0.
Yeah.
And then his natural 20 makes it a 19. And then D-Knock rolling a natural 20 as well. So I'm going to say, like, John and D-Knock very, very, like, almost oily, kind of through this hole in a sense, and just kind of make it ever so slightly bigger for Valinar and Cardin, as the two larger members of your party go first, making a little bit of extra room for the others to follow behind them.
I do have to interrupt real quick.
Yep.
Because I totally forgot something.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
His buddies.
Okay. Here's an interesting question for you, though. How did they manage to make it across the ledge?
Because I forgot. And you never called me out
That's
on
fair.
it, so...
That is fair.
Yeah.
But I
They met us
remember...
at the other end.
How the hell did you do that?
Teleport there.
It shrugs. They managed to follow behind you guys without much difficulty. The zombie gets a little stuck in the hole, but you guys managed to
breaks his
kind of
leg
pull
off.
him out from the other side. No, just a little stuck. And you guys continue onward. Eventually, the mouth this pass begins to open into almost like a ravine, a channel, if you would, where it is just wide enough for you guys to walk 2 by 2. And it seems to hold this width for a good while. Can I get a marching order, please?
Cardin would probably be one of the first two.
Put me in the middle.
I was gonna say Valinard would probably be in the middle.
Hey, Valinar, what's up?
I'll be... right behind... I'll be the very last with my zombie and skeleton behind me. John?
Where is everybody?
In the ravine.
Give me one second here, and I will I'll give you a visual representation for it.
Okay. Yeah, that'll help. I know Denox in the back.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay.
You guys should have control of your tokens.
I'm going to guess that's my zombie.
Yeah, I'm working on giving you access to the zombies and
Whoa!
the zombie. What?
Skelly boy? Why are you rotating? Oops.
Fly!
Yeah, imagine Valinar's in the middle like that, something like that.
Yeah, right where he was is actually pretty good, right?
Oh, right up
Or,
there?
yeah, he'd probably be... Because you'd want to be within range of the two guys who are going to be taking all the hits.
Okay. Alright, and so this is the order that you guys want to be walking in.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a nice view in front of me.
Okay.
I found that fine ass. I mean, what?
Gosh dang it!
I didn't say anything.
I turn around and I'm like, you're on my shit list right now, Katya.
Alright, everyone roll insight, I do believe, right?
Yeah, if you would like to.
Sure. Why not?
No, yeah, I believe him.
Yep, you believe him. Valinar, you believe him.
Do I roll insight?
You can roll insight if you want. Carden, you believe him. John, he is full of shit.
Hold on. Let's see. Insight from him. And insight from... So Skeleton believes, Zombie doesn't.
Wait, who's full of shit?
Katya. He said he found a nice piece of ass, and then he says, "Never mind, I wasn't talking about anything."
Oh,
I didn't say anything. You're right.
bullshit. Bullshit.
And you just hear the zombie go...
See, zombies got it. Right on, zombie.
Please tell me his name is Rob.
I was just thinking that! I was just thinking that! Oh, that's perfect.
So, as you guys are following this winding trail up this mountain, you guys begin to turn around this corner. And sitting, almost kneeling in the pathway before you, is this older human man wearing this heavy plate armor.
Oh no.
Does he look familiar?
Strangely, no.
Okay.
Doesn't look familiar.
But you can see that he's got this tan skin, the dark brown hair that kind of flows back to the back of his head, this brown and gray beard that's kept clean. You can tell by his jaw that he has a very, very muscular undertone. And as he sees you guys approach, he kind of looks up and he just kind of speaks. "I've been waiting for you."
Torben.
And he kind of stands. He stands. And you can see him put a hand out to his side. Carden, you would be the only one to see this, but you see another gentleman standing beside him. Plate armor and helmet adorned with this large glaive-like weapon in his hands, kind of standing with the butt on the ground at attention. You see who you assume... Ooh. You see who you assume is Torben, kind of holstering, or kind of lifting his shield, his sword sheathed. And he speaks to you guys. "You guys have interrupted our plans for the last time. I will give you this one chance to walk away and stay away from our work."
Well, you just interrupted our hike.
This was supposed to be a fun hike, and you just had to get in the way.
I mean, we didn't come all this way, turn back, and had to go back through the perilous path again. For nothing.
Look, we just wanted to see the Oracle, okay?
Make a deception check?
I
know you guys. I know that's one reason why you guys were coming, but it wasn't the only reason why you guys were coming.
I assume you're talking to me.
Yeah, you're the one that said that.
Okay.
13?
Yep.
Does he beat that with just modifiers?
No.
Okay.
His insight is not the greatest, but it's there. So, but I rolled shitty.
Cool.
He kind of looks at you and kind of looks down towards you guys. And just, I care not what your business is with the Oracle. But your interference with what I have been doing has interrupted the Canopus's schedule far too many times.
The what?
Who?
Canopus's is what he said.
I know,
Oh, the
I know.
Canopus.
Oh, you're saying in-game?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of smiles and just goes, "You don't need to know yet, little dragon."
Deanoch opens his mouth, takes a breath, points his finger up, stops, looks down a little bit, scratches his head, and is like, It's actually the first time anyone's said that.
You...
Go
ahead.
I give you a choice. You can either move aside and allow us to pass freely, or we can leave you as 2 rotting corpses on the mountainside.
Are you trying to intimidate or persuade?
Depends, which works better.
What's your modifiers?
I mean...
the persuasion gives me a +7.
He's going to... You will stay here for 24 hours, and I will leave, and you will be on your merry way. He's going to basically try to counter-intimidate you. So roll whichever one you want, and he's going to roll intimidation.
Blip, blip. Oh, of course.
Oof.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nat 20?
No. I rolled a 27 intimidation.
Oh, gosh.
This guy has all his points into intimidate.
I don't even have a response to that. I'll let the muscle do the talking. And Katya kind of looks down at the ground nervously.
I flex in front of Katia.
Real quick though, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Katya, is this guy in your strike zone?
Technically.
Are we?
Yeah, I can see him. I got line of sight. I got range.
No, I mean, like John is.
Ha.
What?
Wow, chicka, wow,
Rephrase the
wow.
question.
Is he hot to Katya?
Hang on, let me zoom in.
Watch where you're zooming.
No.
Okay, I was just wondering if that was going to give him a bonus to all charisma rolls.
Well, it's not like he over-intimidated or anything.
He rolled
27,
really
my
well.
God. I see.
All right. Well, if everyone's being quiet, Balinar's just gonna speak up and say, "Well, I think I know where this is. We all know where this is gonna go. So let's just get the party started."
Downhill really fast.
Fine by me, and you watch him flash.
Oh no!
I was like, no, fuck you.
Give me
Wow.
1 second here.
You see him got
The
a
range is
fireball.
like 150 feet.
What I've always wanted to do. Just cast fireball like that.
Whatever he's about to do, counter spell.
Counterspelling fireball.
What?
It's 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, Carden, it's 20 feet. You're out of range.
Yeah, I was just wondering why Enoch was counterspelling it.
Oh,
D-Knock said he was counterspelling what the other guy was doing.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just focused on the big fireball.
Okay. Let's see here.
Carden growls menacingly.
Trying to see something here. 1 second. He does not. Okay. All right. Then they will go ahead and make their saves. They're gonna roll for it, obviously.
Yeah.
Because he actually doesn't cast anything. He begins to, and then lowers his hand.
Oh, so I just wasted that.
No, you didn't counterspell anything because there was nothing to counterspell.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
You were like you were starting to when you saw him raise his hand, but the moment he dropped it, you dropped it as well. Okay. So you don't have disadvantage on dex saves in plate armor, correct? You just have on stealth checks. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
So I know I have disadvantage on just stealth.
It's
Yeah,
just
all right. All right. So for the first one. Oh wow. Okay. What's your spell save DC?
16.
24 for him. And for the other guy, okay, so he's gonna get a bonus. 25.
Oh, dear Lord.
So
half damage.
half of 31 to Ralph would be 15. And this guy takes... Okay.
Is he Rob or Torben?
And with that, they we're gonna end right there, and we'll start off next week with initiative from everyone.
Okay. Leave off on a cliffhanger.
Yes, it is it is getting late, and it is yeah, getting late for everybody, and so we'll pick it up there next week.
Next week.
Let's
Oh,
see.
Dragon Ball! Wait, wrong show.
Well, we have Dragonborn, and we have a Fireball.
Close enough.
It's like the knockoff version. We're only half right.
Dragonborn Fireball? Is that our show name now?
Oh
Ooh.
God. Anyway, guys, I have to go, so check us out next week. And follow me on Twitter for announcements. This will be up on YouTube in a couple of days, I'm sure. So, yeah. You guys have a good night. Good night, everyone.
Bye, all.
See you every week.
Night, y'all.